for another day of Soft. I'm Zio Style and I'm with Ramfam Girl for
Hi there.
For commentate like 3 hours of gameplay, I guess. Good gameplay, it's gonna be fun. And right now we are gonna commentate the group 7, if I'm right.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's gonna be cool. So, how are you in this good day, Ram?
Yeah, totally this is gonna be a good day because Group 7 is mainly for Indonesian players. Yeah, so actually in this Group 7, there are only 9 players, so there won't be one player streamed above now, so you can only see like 8 players now playing, and it's under full shape, I guess.
I think we can't see in Big Sister, if I'm right. He's the last player of the group, the 9.
Ah, yeah.
But it's okay. We have the most important of the group, the 8 others. So yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, by the way, I want to ask a bit for the players here. Actually, did you know these players? I mean, in particular.
Like I do know Megative for his maps, and maybe Luke, and that's all. I think.
Well, yeah,
I'm not good in player names.
Well, I actually do know most of them because, like, I already like socialized like 7 or even all of them actually, because we actually just did like multi on with Nixera, Sama, and Lombit, and also Army Officer, and they did practice a lot for this map pool, but I don't know if they can do it optimally on this one.
I hope they did have practice, because soon we have some Coinage, which is the SV map. It's gonna be fun.
Yes. And also, this is basically just like players in the shadows, so yeah, you may see kind of some surprising things coming on.
I really hope. We do have like a lot of surprise yesterday from players that we maybe don't know a lot, but did a really good job on those maps.
And I think it's about to be it.
Yeah. I was watching this chat and it seems like Walter is asking everyone to be ready, so we can start, boy.
It's hyping, boys. This is like battling between Indonesians and like one non-player ones. And here we go for the first map.
Let's see how Indonesian are do on
raining
this
coins now.
enzyme.
It's gonna be fun to see those raining coins now, and let's see about it.
Army Official so far with the great intro, same as Nixeria and Lombit.
Yeah, I mean, Nixera, I think he showed me an FC on this one, so I guess this should be a good one for him.
Going for FC on this song is really impressive. There's like almost no way to FC this.
Only 2 is holding a very great combo. I mean, it's almost like the full combo, and the percentage itself is 98, so I guess it's pretty good.
Yeah, and the ratio of Army and Nixera so far are not so bad from what I'm seeing. I hope they are gonna keep it up.
Lombit is keeping up as well.
So for those who don't know, they are gonna have another attempt after this one to replay actually all the map of the pool. So like if they don't do so much and they kind of mess up this round, it's okay. They have another chance.
Yeah. Especially if you already know the chart itself, so that might be not a problem. Oh, I just noticed army officers breaking as well.
Oh, Lumbit is going himself for the ass, which is good. Oh, Xero still with the combo, and we are at the end of the song. And I might want to look at the MP link so I can see the scar from Big Sister too.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, that's it for this first map.
What the hell is Nick Sheriff Summers? Oh my god, 95 300s.
Oh.
As I said before, he's gonna get the FC. So yeah. As I predict as well.
That was really strong from him. Definitely good score.
Also worth mentioning that Nick Shirasama is a speed player. As I look to his profile, and I think he did your map, which is at Apparition, like 98.90, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, seems to be actually. Yeah.
He can actually do that because he's almost a 99 as well. So it's pretty impressive. It's not everyone can do that.
We're gonna be ready for the accuracy map right now. Stage 2 Mangekyo, which is a little bit easier. Like it's not the hardest map of the pool. But yeah, you have to aim for the accuracy on this one, basically.
Yeah, this is gonna be a consistency check where everything will with your accuracy and if you know the chart itself, it would be too much of a problem.
You really don't want to miss on this one.
You know, combo is precious, so you don't want to miss like a single note.
Tournament nerves. And it seems like we have some problem with Mega T.
Yeah, I think he's disconnected, and now he's back.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's hope we don't get into so much internet problem like yesterday. So far it looks good.
I actually like to stalk their profiles a little bit because they are mostly our accuracy players.
That's a good thing for the start of the tournament.
Yes, of course. And here we
and let's go for the second map. So Mangekyo, as we did mention before, is an accuracy map, and apparently from what Rem said, it's actually some of them are actually accuracy player, so we might see some really good playing right now.
so far,
Nixer and Lumbi with a good intro so far.
don't need even to tell, they are accuracy players.
Oh, and Blue Fire with the fade in. Is he a fade in player?
Actually, I do know there his replay hasn't faded, so I think this will be too much else.
The madman himself.
Keeping strong with six. Yeah, 6 full combos. I don't know with the other player. I think.
Yeah, he's actually doing great considering he's
Oh,
playing with
army officer, no.
Oh no.
I guess there are only 3 full combos left, and Lombit is with 99.90. Impressive as well.
Yeah, I just saw Nixer and Lombit as well as Army are doing a really great job holding the 99. Luke is just a little bit behind, but not a lot, but still holding the full combo too.
Well, we haven't headed to the end sections left. It's just most likely you're gonna have to survive without missing any single notes.
We are heading into the last part of the song. And so far most of them
Only
are
like
doing really
2-3 of the song now. So I think it should be like another 30 seconds by now.
It's actually impressive because like 5 players are still doing a full combo, if I'm right, and it's really good.
Ah, yeah. 5 full combo and 1 with fade in as well.
This group is doing really great so far. Considering we got
Lombit
like...
isn't dropping anything. I think he just like might not getting a 200.
Yeah, it looks really strong. Even his ratio looks really good.
Oh, look. He's just dropped it.
Oh.
Only 3 full combos left.
And there we go.
Lombit is really tearing.
So we have 4 FC, which is really strong.
What
And
the hell are you doing, Lombit?
Did they actually got a 1 point?
122 300s and with Nishira Sama's 212 is really amazing. Army Officer doesn't doing like too bad, 286 as well, even though with a higher 200 ratio. And the next song is probably not gonna be the best song, Silver Temple, which is most likely you're gonna have to deal with these long notes.
Yeah, the Silver Temple is definitely a tricky map of the pool. Like you really want to don't fuck up too much the long notes part, and it's hard.
Yeah. The release timings of these long notes is just basically you're gonna have many mind blocks on this one. If you don't release in time, your accuracy will just drop big. And negative, I think he's having issues with his health, I guess.
Yeah, apparently some players are having a little bit of issue, but no biggies. Also for those who don't know, the player are actually playing on score V2, meaning actually reading long notes, and overall difficulty are higher. I mean, it's more difficult. So yeah, this map is definitely a challenge.
Especially on V2, where I think 200 or even hitting lower than that might just like decrease your score. So you might don't want to get to have that 200 and anything else, even a miss as well.
But it seems like the group is really strong, so I'm hyped to see how they're gonna do on this one. Apparently Nixara is not too confident about it.
Yeah, actually, he like mentioned me before because he actually weak at long notes. But I think that doesn't be to be the case. Well, I think he can handle those long notes. I think don't worry about that. The accuracy itself is also pretty much promising with his ratio, like the two other songs.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that's definitely the thing with long notes. You don't want to fuck up your ratio as well. And it's really easy to fuck up your ratio when it comes to long notes.
Well, of course it is. I mean, like, you don't want to. Yeah, along with this, Alan is really something now.
I'm actually interested to see what people, what players are gonna do on the next map.
Oh, actually, Blue Fire is not comfortable with using Faded, particularly on the song.
Anyway, I think we are ready for some more mania. Players are getting ready. And there we go. Seems like Army Official is a little bit of a lag client. Oh, it seems like it's loading slowly.
Maybe. Maybe
Okay.
like they're stucking.
Here we go.
Oh, that sounds
Luke is
alright.
stuck. Apparently Luke can't play. But anyway.
Alright.
Oh,
Even with those streams, Lombit is actually doing really well.
everyone did actually really great on the burst. But most of them did end up missing on the long notes. But still, Lombit and Ace are doing really great so far. Keep it up the combo and the 99.
And he even dropped now, like 200, I guess. Still by far, this is where everything must be timed like correctly because these long notes might end up your ratio really bad.
And those are the one-handed long note section. The nightmare one.
Only Army Officer and Ace really doing pretty well at this one. Ace with the highest accuracy, I think.
Yeah, Ace doing a really good job on this song so far.
And by the way, Nishira-sama is actually holding the best accuracy right now, as it's switchly shifted because of these long notes and he timed it correctly.
Oh yeah, actually that's actually right.
Here comes the another part where your LN will be tested again.
And everyone suffer.
Ice is doing, as I mentioned, never mind.
And still, Nixaria with the combo on this last part.
Well, I told you
And
that he didn't really suck at LNs just because he's bad at that. Oh, I think he's just make a slider break.
Yeah, that's what I just see. Since he didn't miss,
I think he just like missed way too early.
and A with the one miss too, doing a really strong score.
The ratio itself is pretty nice. I mean, like 3 players getting a 200 rating, 200 300s. Well, at
Getting
the moment,
100 is really good.
well, at the moment there is Mephisto. All players might go into despair if you can master the song.
Oh, the Jack nightmare boy.
Especially, yeah, maybe it's the spoil. The right Jack is pretty much hurting.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mephisto is actually the most dense,
Basically,
shot
the
of the
most
pool.
difficult.
Yeah.
Particularly of this part, as I think it's just like Rivals Coin if you can't learn at these.
This map is definitely for the most strong players of this tournament.
Pretty much.
It seems like everyone is getting ready, so we might see some dank Mephisto plays.
Oh, Nick Sharia doesn't want to like those jacks missing. It's basically just like, oh, I can't do those LNs, but he actually gained air footing, and now he doesn't have the jacks. And here we go.
Here we go. Well, as we mentioned earlier, Serious, the thing with Mephisto is if you do have some skill, it's not really a big deal. Like, it's fast, but it's playable. Silver Temple can be really a bad time if you're maybe just a little bit bad at long notes.
Yeah, and most likely the opening of this Mephisto, everyone can choke pretty bad.
But it seems like it's not the case for Nick Zeria.
He doesn't like jacks, but he's holding the highest accuracy. I'm like, what?
Being really strong on this intro, where everyone is having some trouble, is definitely good. Same for Blue Fire actually, just so.
Oh, well, here comes the slow jams, where everyone can lose their focus on this one as well, and maybe the chorus itself is pretty much have to raise your accuracy as high as you can.
Client is slowly dying. Oh, did Blue Fire just miss, or is it the client?
Probably, I think someone disconnected. I don't know. Oh, okay. Probably like they're gonna like slowing down on one of the players as well. So I think we might miss. We might seem to have a little late client.
Yeah, definitely. Which is sad, but it's okay. We got to see it another time.
Worth mentioning, the share is only holding the 99 as well.
Oh man, this player are really strong so far. Group 7 is really impressive.
Although I can't really tell how those mini jacks will affect everyone's here.
Oh, and here we go for the jack part. Let's see how they can handle the right hand jack. Oh!
Oh no!
Xero found a miss on this right hand jack.
I believe that won't be the case, as I think he regained his footing.
He's still holding the 99 really easy. And that's it for the first attempts.
He's still holding the 99 as well. That is really good for him. Ice is also doing a respectively good job at this one.
We did see some really good mania right now. And it seems like some people have problems with the connection.
Although we see like hell of a ratio for Nichira-sama with only one miss, only like 100s and 150s, but the ratio is just like what?
Yeah, both Lombit and Nix are doing a really good job, as well as Ace.
But Ace is kind of like a pretty much behind. Same, I mean those asses are really good, but I think Blue Fire can't like making the ratio pretty much high.
Yeah, I am pretty sure Blue Fire can do better.
Hopefully in the second round, maybe both all of those players won't have to like have this trouble. I guess after we have the break here.
Yeah, we are going for a little 5-minute break since we didn't got the connection and things like this. It's okay. So yeah, just wait a little bit and we are going to be back.
Well, not to disgrace, but I think that's like the most common where animations like just stuck on the tournament itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the good
because,
and bad things for tournament.
Because I was mentioned before that, well, actually Indonesia has a kind of a little bit behind of the internet connection, so I think that might be an anticipated common problem which is happening right now. Well, as we have the break, I think you better don't want to choke again in this second round. So basically, I think that these map pool, especially I think in the SB pick, I think you better, especially with the low node combos, you don't want to screw up yourself that much. Well, especially that is still holding a lower accuracy. I think you better step up and you have to know the coin sounds of this map pool. I mean all the total players here, I think Nichira-sama like winning everything as because he's a Tukang speed player.
Well, I mean he is a really overall really strong player.
Yeah, of course, Nichira-sama, you have to do it again. Well, this is your chance to get an improvement after the first round. Well, I think if you want to have the improvement, well, at least you can secure get at least top 32 or top 64. I guess you won't be having any other issues, or even top 16, where it is actually automatic to the group stages.
But for this, you have to do great on Cone Age.
Yeah, most likely gonna be like most of the players' weaknesses, which you have to exploit and play where it should have been. And since you only got like 2 chances, like in the first round and in the second round, it's basically your last chance to improve.
And what is great with Coinage is you have to practice. Like you can't just go and doing a really good score on Coinage. Since it's SV, you just have to play the map again and again.
Yes, of course. And also, I think, well, if I can get the converse where the time investment goes, it goes to Coinage as well, because this SB pick is unforgiving.
But yeah, T-Deck is definitely unforgiving with this file.
Also, you have to be thankful for the map pool selectors here. Well, if you want to blame, yeah, you just sure want to do it personally.
Yeah, Kamikaze is right here in the chat, so if you want to, like, rage, you can.
Well, you can too. If you want to, like, mentioning Kamikaze and T-Deck, be sure to do so.
I love you guys. It's really good to have you here.
And it is about to start with the second round, so I think you have to improve if you want to get to secure the top, at least top 16 or top 32. Walter likes wants to delete this map as well, I think.
For me, like, the difficulty of the map pool goes like...
Well, Maya is actually joking now. It just completely deleting that map.
Oh, seriously?
I'm probably that doesn't be the case because I think you won't be playing as well. And looks like someone's gonna love this map, even though kind of like hating the map pool selectors. Lombit also as well. Yeah, of course. You should want to mention Kamikaze and T-Deck for that. You should be thankful.
Yeah, the map itself is actually really cool to watch, but yeah, it's true that to play it can be somehow tricky.
Yeah. And actually, I'm holding a coin right now, so I think this coin sounds might refresh your thinkings. As you even wanted to watching the Twitch chat.
Oh, Evan Halogen is blaming Kamikaze.
Yeah, very lovely. Why not? I mean, like. Why not both T-Deck and Kamikaze? I mean, like, Kamikaze has, like, the most hate. And here we go with the second round, where coin sounds want to haunt you and your score.
That's definitely it. But it seems like this group is really strong. We saw 3S, if I'm right, on the first attempt.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's kind of be like 3 or 4 S's. I don't know about the other players.
More than 2 S per group is actually really good.
Maya is not having a great time with this SB pick.
Yeah, both Army Bluefire and Nick Zarya doing a really good job on this intro.
Accuracy-wise, it's just like one-sided. I think most of the people can already like recognize what are those coin sounds stands for. Like there are only 2 players full comboing this map, so I think you better like want to don't lose your combo.
Yeah. Oh, an army
I think
who
there's
dropped.
a stuck.
Yeah, yeah, then it's freeze for me too. It's okay. But it seems
Yeah, I
like
know.
army did drop the S.
Ah,
So-
yeah. Well, I don't blame that actually. This is gonna be a stuck. Only Blue Fire Nick Share holding the S, so let's see what he can do.
Both really strong. Other player having a really bad time actually.
Yeah, of course. And
Negative, actually.
just like,
yeah.
like really?
He did drop the like, oh fuck this.
I mean, like, he just like want to give up now. And
Probably
yeah,
did bad.
he doesn't recover, so that is a fail.
Red boy. Oh,
I
an army-
don't know. I don't know if there's an improvement. I mean, like a substantial improvement. It's because this SV pick is likely gonna have to mind-blowing thing for these SVs. Well, I do believe Blue Fire has an improvement.
Oh, let me check quickly. Yeah, Blue Fire with the 5k improvement. Nixeria.
With a 2k. Oh, I mean like almost like 2k or 10k.
Four-
I forgot that.
4k for Nixeria and
Oh, okay. And
And-
everyone is like having troubles on this as well. So I think the improvements are not that substantial. And
I mean,
Maya's
finding the-
ratio,
oh man, just so it's actually really great.
it's actually like it's like spreading between 200s and rainbows. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea.
But yeah, the thing with this map is like 200 is it's like not a big deal. The thing is you don't want to miss. Miss is where you lose the most score anyway. So you want to like know the map a lot so you don't miss a lot.
Yeah, yeah, but still, I mean, having 200s, like many 200s, that doesn't help as well. Well, as you can see in the previous run, having like 200s like as that many as that is just basically doesn't get your score very much up, especially if you're getting the misses at the previous runs.
But it seems like most of the player did an improvement on Coinage. So yeah. I guess
Well,
it's
actually, this is this is actually a fun map. Well, I'm being honest here, that's actually a good map. So I don't blame the map for selectors now.
and it seems like we are still waiting for some player to reconnect.
Yeah.
People having bad time.
Well, for this match, in the stage 2, well, Lombit is Lombit is Lombit, 995k. I don't know back then where Halogen's ratio I think is better than Lombit's, and even Lombit Ho the previous matches. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be an improvement from 1 second.
Let me check out the height score. Yeah, we got some insane score on Coinage by like Gil or even LG and Andre.
Well, Gormaziad and both Andre. Basically, just like, wow, I mean, the scores itself is really good.
Like, getting 9k is like really fucking great, but this is over the top. Those players are really good at SVs.
Well, I do remember that actually when the map pool was already released, they actually can have a lot of time investments like as I do and everyone else. Or just basically that you know how to deal with SVs.
And as I can see on the leaderboard of overall best players, it seems like most people have trouble with Coinage. Like going for a pretty strong score on both other maps, but yeah, Coinage and a little bit of Silver Temple, definitely.
Well,
but anyway.
as for that, yeah. Well, anyway, with the second song will be Start End.
For once again, an accuracy peak.
This is where your consistency check will be rechecked again after the first run. Well, I believe Bluefire doesn't have his fade in on.
Yeah, he didn't.
Well, I don't know if you can like using fade-ins or not. Maybe it's still like being the same. I guess my perception is gonna be like that.
I think most of the players did have a good score on the first Athens. So
not to mention being easy.
Yeah, that's true. You do want to have a good score on this one.
It's basically easy just to get the score high on this one, but getting the ratio is basically hard because long nose are gonna tear you up. And negative is like missing.
Oh, and it seems like Megadiving is dropping again.
Most likely he's gonna rage quit. Or else.
And I do think that Luke is the only one who did drop the combo so far.
Yeah,
everyone else is doing really great.
Yeah, but again with Lombit, again.
Oh man, Lombit is really strong.
I'm not actually in doubt just because Lombit is an accuracy player. Consistency wise, he's got it.
Like, it's only Max. you don't see other things. He's really great at this game.
Only else is just rainbows for him. So this is basically just like farming 300s and rainbows for everyone else. But Lombit is not even in the case.
Seems like some set mania ratio, except it's.
But again, he didn't drop at anything now. Wow.
Some of the tricky Ellen parts.
99.93 at this point is just impossible. Not even impossible, but the ratio is just impossible.
Yeah, like holding 99 is good, but this score is something over. It's like it's really good.
Well, excuse me, Lombit? 86,300, and not even a 200.
That's a really strong score.
I'm not really sure about Halogen's ratio about this. But actually, Lombit here is just basically a monster with this accuracy check.
I do think Halogen one is still better, but yeah, it's definitely still really strong.
Well, actually, Lombit did improve, but in this case, he just improved his ratio. I think the score doesn't like differ a bit much.
This is insane, boy. Going for like a single digit 200 is really good.
Yeah, of course. But with the negative, with a rage quit, I believe. So I think he just like might walk away with the second song. But I think negative is doing respectably well on the first one. So I think that should slide.
Yeah. I hope it's gonna be good for him, for his seeds.
Because this is much a competitive play, so when if you like getting a higher score, maybe someone else will be getting a higher score. So this is a really competitive match, as you have to struggle, and getting a top 16 won't be that easy, as you have players with a crazy improvements all across the board.
Yeah, the tournament nerves plays really a lot. And that's something like people don't get at first. I mean, when you watch like on the live stream like this, yeah, you don't think about things like tournament nerves.
Lombit is actually getting 100.
Oh, let me check quickly.
Because even it says on the client that he's not getting anything besides 86 300. But that ratio is a monster. And again, this is where this third song has to be picky, as your accuracy will determine your way of getting into top 16 or top 32. Well, I don't know. You have to get a higher score if you want to get an improvement.
Yeah, and getting into higher seed is always a good thing.
But the thing is, how can you handle the song if you don't know how to do these LNs?
Yeah, but the problem with Silver Temple and the one hands long notes.
Well, most likely, I think Xeria will do his best for this, as I think for the previous one, he's getting a 99, which is really good for him, and a better ratio with the rainbows as well. Well, as we wait for Negative to reconnect. Negative, I think he's having an issues for his health, so I think it's better just to recover. But I guess we can take his scores after the match as well. Well, hope for the best for him. Hope for the best for him.
As we said earlier, he did got some really good score on the on the first attempts, so I guess it's no biggies for him.
And there we go. As for the another factor where Megatil like rage quit, well, I think that won't be the case as well. Well, I'm expecting for getting a good scores at this.
And we are waiting for everyone to sync, and we are going into some more mania. Well, the second attempt.
And again, with the blue fire with the fade in, I don't mention that he can forgot to use that on the second song. Well, Niksheria-sama was still holding the 100. Oh, never mind it.
And it seems like everyone did great on the intro.
Oh, I think I know why Negative doesn't want to show up, I guess. I mean, he's having a hard time for that, so I think hope for the best for him.
Yeah. Seems like he's having a bit of issue.
Respectably wise, Ice, Niksheria-sama, and Lombit actually pretty holding the 99s.
Yeah, a little bit stronger, as we just saw before.
But the problem will be when there's a Step Mania anti-L and streams, we're gonna mess you up. As you have to release the timings correctly, or else you're getting a drop. And here it comes.
Oh man.
Niksheria-sama didn't drop as everything just go fine back to normal.
Oh my god, blue fire.
How does he even read that?
I don't even know. That's some impressive play right here.
Oh my god, Niksheria-sama is really doing tearing that part, as he is holding a best accuracy with a 99.5. Extremely great job by these players, as the 3-4 combos is still intact. And alright, Ace is dropping now. Well as blue fire. I'm in the dropping accuracy.
Oh man, that's a really strong accuracy considering he's playing with a fade in.
Oh, what is happening? Alright then.
So Niksheria is a really strong score, as well as Ace. And blue fire, who did a really decent job considering he's playing on faded.
Oh, maybe never mind. The time itself is kind of messing it up, but it's okay.
Oh, is it?
Nah, I think
fine.
I think from this side, I think I just like kind of shocked as well, because I think everything just closes and now it's back again. Like what?
Oh, okay. Actually, the stream was dying. Was like, no, revive the stream.
I thought I was going to blame on Twitch or even blame on the streamer, but never mind. And actually, this is the last song where you have to improve as much as you can, as these improvements. I mean like the scores in the previous ones aren't actually that great, so I think it's better to improve this one as well. Well, to mention it out, I think there's only 199 after that. Mayu is having a pretty bit of an issue here, I think. Well, as we already mentioned before, that Mega is having an issues here, so I think we just like have to release the scores later.
Yeah. Yeah, as I just read, yeah, and Mega is having some issue. So we're just gonna continue, I guess, and get hyped for the Mephisto stage.
Well, this kind of run is kind of very good. Actually, can't find it correctly, as this map is just dense in every way. And it also has a bit of a simple Silver Temple Ellen pick, as I do know of this map as well.
And here we go. And right,
here we go, the dense section of this part. Well, everyone seems it doesn't have to have any issues here, except for Mayu, which is actually struggling for this map.
Yeah, Mayu and Lumbi did drop the combo at the beginning, but right now everyone is having a little bit of troubles, it seems.
Even the drop doesn't seem to be serious for Bluefire and Shirasama, but oh, alright, Qualifiers is now dropping, and only one full combo survives at this time.
Yeah, in this area being really strong as usual.
Well, as for one thing, this is very easy to lose focus, as you have to give it your all. Well, that is still insane, as Ace and Shirazama and Lombit as well, holding a respectively good accuracy as well.
Yeah, Lombit and Nizar are doing both really well, but let's wait for the Jack section one more time.
Yeah, the Jack section is just it's just like disgusting, like the right Jacks. I think you need to have that speed, as I think they can like actually do pretty well on that, as only Nixera is somewhat dropping on the first one, so this might be not gonna be an issue, as the mini Jacks will about to come and he's dropping. Oh god.
Oh.
And we haven't seen the mini Jacks, I mean the long right Jacks, and here's like come and he's dropping right now. He's the only one with the full, I mean not the full combo, but he's still doing his combo.
Oh, the technical section is doing really a lot of trouble to everyone.
And Ice only missing at the end of that.
But I think that's it for Group 7, with this last map of the second attempt. And we are just in time, I guess.
Well, everyone is actually improving on this one. Only like Nixera-sama doesn't gonna improve at that 2 misses. Even the ratio is kind of like a little bit worse. Well, for Lombit and Ice is pretty holding a good job. I think there are improvements on their ratio as well. Army Officer and Bluefire is kind of struggling, but it's still a good score regardless.
It seems like, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this group 7. And we are now moving to what are we moving to?
To group 17, I believe.
Let me just re-grab the Chilu. Oh yeah, okay. With how
Group 17, man.
On the refereeing, that was Walter doing. Anyway. And we are gonna see SOFT2. He's one of our lovely refereeing on this tournament. But right now he is going to have bad times playing some SV maps, which is lovely. I mean, everyone loves watching players struggling on SV maps. That's lovely.
Well, as we're heading on with the group 17, with really massive great players right here. I actually can expect to believe that these players can actually carry on to the rest of this tournament with a very good score. Well, I just hope that it's gonna be like that. Well, actually, just to mention, these are basically most of the Mania World Cup players, as Paralit, Orient STA, Dodz are actually like a rooting Singapore players, the best of the best. I believe that, I guess.
We have some great names right here. Like
actually, Piratom, Cheetos, and everyone is actually most likely gonna be like a Mania World Cup players back in the 4K 2016, where they are rooting for each other, getting to the semifinals and finals. And here we go as we do
really
stage 1.
I'm hyped to see this match.
Well, I don't know about those SV performances, but I think let's just see about that. Because most likely I do know they have stream performances, but not for these SV picks. Cheetos with a very early miss right there.
I don't think he did ever miss actually. I think he did just have like a really bad ratio at the beginning. Not kind of a big deal.
If you can look at the combos right there, Cheeto is actually falling.
Is he?
Well, everyone is like having a 90 combos, while he's actually a 1 or 2 behind from it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anyway, actually everyone is doing really strong on this map. That's amazing.
Inverse Lena is actually pretty much a bit of an issue on the SVs. Piratom is actually doing a pretty good one.
Oh man, we only have 1 B. That's insane.
Dodsec is actually struggling to get his A back.
Nah. And it seems like Cheetos is back in the game. He has a really good score so far.
Yeah, most likely. Only the highest is being 97.9, which is by Orient.
Oh yeah, Orient is doing really well. I just saw that.
And he's hitting in the 98, and alright, he's just dropping.
Oh man, this room is really strong on Coinage. That's really good. Oh my god. That's
Well,
some dank.
because SV performance is not the same as you can see here, as SV picks are basically just another performance. I mean, another skill that you have to master that.
And coming from MWC players, I was kinda expecting to be like really good at SVs, but still, it's a pleasure.
Also worth noting that the SV picks right at the MWC 2016 actually is this. I don't know about this one, but everyone on the SV picks are doing pretty good jobs at least. But I don't know about this coinage as well.
Yeah. Last MWC do have some tricky SVs too. So I guess coinage is just another one for them.
Well, another, but this is like much a harder version of that. If actually you don't have a time investment on this one. But actually, we saw, I think, 5 S's on this match, which is kind of pretty solid. Getting an S and like a 97% is actually good for the for the match. I think if you want to qualify.
This room is gonna be interesting. Oh my god!
As this accuracy checking songs, I do believe I have that high expectations on both Piriton and Cheetos. As for Parallel as well, but because they are more likely gonna be an accuracy player. And SOFT2 is not at the moment right there.
RIP SOFT2.
I think he just stays there. But okay then. I think he's lagging. Basically internet in Asia. We have high hopes for these players to get a higher accuracy, as we actually saw before on the Indonesian groups.
I'm so hyped to see what they're gonna do on Monkey Q, considering it's gonna probably end up with like some double S.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really hype. Especially that we already like witnessing Lombit's double S, and of course the ratio.
like even for coinage, the scores they got, we have like 4 people with 0 miss. That's insane.
Well, even though it's also gonna have an impact on the coinage, so you better have to get a high score on that. So I guess SOFT2 doesn't like recovering his internet, so I think he's not in the game as yet.
SOFT2, rest in peace, boy. You did a great job as a referee.
Spam those ass on Twitch chat, boys. And there we go. So spam those ass, right it. Oh, alright.
Okay, SOFT2 is back. Never mind.
Well, actually, it's not can you speak. It's actually can you type. And oh boy, I think he didn't respond as well.
Everyone is paying respect right now.
Piratom restocked. Well, SOFT2 is not going to get any better connection. I think we just might to see the scores later. So I think the match, will come. Alright, SOFT2 is back again. I think he's just gonna stay right there. I don't know. Well, alright, how many times did you kick Adria?
Adria actually don't paying respect to Surf.
Keep spamming those Fs if you already want to pray with SOFT2. Well, we're not starting it yet as it moves back and forth with SOFT2 again. Well, he will relock again, so I guess that should be it. So we just need to wait for him. I think he just like restarted his router, so I think that's fine.
No.
Alright, here we go.
It's good finally. Here we go for some insane accuracy. For those who don't know, those players are actually really good. It's a really strong group, so expect some really high tier gameplay.
Well, especially if you don't want to get missed as early as you can.
Most of those people did like a really strong job on double VC, so yeah.
Respectably high for the accuracies right here, like 0.60% up. And Universally is just a little bit behind about that, so I think that will be an issue. Unless if we can go to the end section, I think this might be a good turn point for them.
And everyone holding the 99 without so much of a problem, which is really insane.
Highest accuracy right now is for Cheetos with 0.92, which is insanely high at this point.
Yeah, Chill's just playing around the map, you're like, yo, you don't know, yeah, it's okay.
Inverse with drop. Only Inverse has dropping, so I guess this might be a turn point for everyone else. This is the 116 stream, as you might just gonna lose yourself up and dropping your accuracy just a little bit of an edge right there.
Most people who did great on this a little bit more technical section of the song with long notes.
I'm expecting double S's from this song.
I'm really looking forward for double S. Would be pretty good.
Double S hype, boys, as we go in with the 1100 combo. Dotse is actually a little bit behind, as he's still holding his full combo, but the accuracy-wise is not that far between Orients and Parallel.
Man, everyone is holding so strong this combo. Oh!
Oh, Orient's not doing pretty good on these long notes.
Oh, the commentator cursed. And still...
and SOFT2 is rust break. Only Cheetos, Piritom, and Parallel doing really good accuracies right here. Like Cheetos is getting a really insane 0.91 at this point. And Parallel as well with 0.83. That is amazing.
Yeah, Cheetos literally rolling on the map like it's okay, you know. And yeah.
It is scary as only one double S on Cheetos. And it's actually still kind of losing, but it's still really good.
And Pyrotom and Paralit, who are both really not so far from the double S.
But it's too bad. Actually, Orion is handling a very good ratio as Parallels, but I think one miss is kind of keeping him up. But you might as well have to repair that mistake in the second round as we go on with the Silver Temple, which long notes are be the problem here. As I do know that actually this particular song could be a good turn-wise for Cheetos, as he also plays Alan's really well at this. I remember that he's actually full comboing Voyage 1970 back in the finals of the 2016 MWC.
Oh, I remember this short. Not really a good time.
Not really a big of an issue right here, as everyone, I think, holding a really good one for this. Well, actually just hope for this one, actually.
Anyway, we are going into the Silver Temple for someone and that long notes.
Parallel is still holding the 100 and now only like 0.99. He's holding his accuracy like there's no other player that can survive with this.
Oh, Lina having some trouble with the long notes, finding some misses.
I think he's just like hitting those notes kind of late, so I think it's just like it's moving slightly to the right.
For those who don't know, people are playing on Score V2, which I mean the overall difficulty is a little bit higher, and releasing the long notes is a little bit more tricky.
A little bit more brute. And inverse with the drop again. And here we go with the long note streams. Everyone is not really struggling at this point. And Parallel and Cheetos are both handling pretty well, same as Piritom.
Yeah, they're doing like a really good job destroying the long note section without so much of a trouble.
I have no doubts about Cheetos. Their accuracy is just basically the highest at this point.
Yeah, it just play this map like it's Core V1. It's insane.
I'm not really sure if he can actually did that on 99.80. I'm not sure, but let's just see about that. I actually do have high hopes for Piritom and Parallel as well, but the accuracy is just kind of much more dropping as well. And 3 of them are leisurely full comboing that map. What is going on?
Everyone with the S too, which is really good, and strong S.
Cheetos ratio is basically And we see the Korea's best player at this round.
Man, Cheetos.
Also, where Paratom's full combo is a really good one, actually. Even though it's kind of a little bit behind. Everyone is actually doing pretty good.
Cheetos is definitely one of these players you want to follow for the rest of the tourney. Because, you know,
well,
it's gonna do great.
Well, I do expect him actually for, I don't know if he can like just like to survive until the top 16. Let's just see about that. SOFT2, what is that? Well, SOFT2 is having a bigger time at internet connection. And now here we go for the fourth stage. Give him a little respect to SOFT2. I think he's just like a better doing a really good job. Even the internet connection is just slowly bugging at this point.
Literally press F for support to SOFT2.
Inverse with an early break right there. Orient's Cheetos and Dodges are really good at this one. Parallel is the only one, and Paratom as well, holding a full combo at this point. And everyone is kind of catching up right now.
Let's wait for the little bursts.
This little burst is kind of unforgiving, as you can't cheat burst like that as like the trails section, which you have to hit it as soon as you see it. But I don't know about his parallel's accuracy, while Cheetos, even though he's not a full comboing that one, but he's holding the best accuracy right now.
This is so insane. I don't know.
He's catching up really quick. Paratom is actually holding very good fun at this point, even with the full combo, but it's slightly a little bit behind. With the scores, it's kind of like a 10k less. And Cheetos doesn't hit any 200s at this point. His accuracy is slowly going up, same as Parallel and Paratom. Orient's actually doing a respectively good job with a 97.8. SOFT2 is actually still holding his ass. Dot stake as well. Inverse is kind of having a little bit of an issue with the Hulk nose right there. And here comes the mini jacks, where everyone can like kind of screw up with the right jacks. And this is the part where everyone can break as well, as the burst itself is kind of unforgiving. And Cheetos still hitting those rainbows even on the right jacks. This is just insane.
Destroying the technical section of the song without summon or trouble.
Well, actually Paratom's just breaking, but now Parallel is holding the only one with a full combo. So this is Mike gonna leisurely give up to Cheetos as 99.6.
Oh, this ratio, Cheetos, are you kidding me? Even with the miss, he's still first from really far. This is insane.
Five 200, like what? Even though like a one miss right there, but the ratio is just nuts.
And we're heading up into a 5-minute break one more time. And right after this, we are gonna jump into the second attempt of the maps, so people can like improve their scores.
Well, hopefully, like actually most of the players will have to recover on coinage, as the score itself can't still behind from other top players that are actually doing this. As we head on to the break, it's kind of worth mentioning that Score V2 with these long notes and SV picks, it's rather mentioned that the coinage after the break. So 400 note combos is just small. So even if you just like drop one, you're just gonna like to waste the score. Even decreasing them, like there's nothing that to recover that score unless if you don't want to get missed, you surely have to have a time investment like a lot for this thing. And here we go with the SOFT2 with his shoutouts to like everyone in the Philippines, I believe. Dot 6, seriously, like, oh, alright then. Well, let's hope that that won't be an issue after all. Like literally in the game, in the match itself, like everyone is giving their shoutouts. So alright then. Well, after this break, everyone has to get his improvement. So it's better just not getting screwed up on anything, and like just you need to keep better on this rhythm. I still do have high hopes for these players, as they have literally like mastered everything on this song, even on this map hole.
It seems like we are almost done for some more coinage, as we are getting
literally
ready.
Just coin sounds everywhere. It's kind of like a disturbing one. If actually we kind of like all want to recap at everyone's scores, well, Cheetos is just having 3 point something. I don't know. Let's just see if the coinage has some improvements. So yeah.
Yeah. Coinage, man.
Basically, just yeah, coinage. Everyone's just kind of like, all right, coin sounds. I can deal with that, but. It's still, the score is not gonna getting closer to 900k, but it's still, well, you're gonna have to deal with it again.
Yeah, I think Cheetos can definitely improve his score, considering you have 2 misses.
Well, an early miss, so, but suddenly, but it's still a good thing.
Yeah, that's true. I think he did full combo right after his misses in the beginning. So yeah, definitely room for improvement.
Well, actually, I don't want to curse anyone, but it's really fun to watch. Not like the one who always curses. And yeah, there's the miss. All right then.
Blame Rem.
What?
The curse is real.
Well, no. Actually, don't, just because this is a very fun though. Even though if you like want to screw it up that much, you're gonna blame someone who did that. But I do think I'm not the cursed type.
Who knew? If everyone's fail, it's your fault. What?
Well, of course, it's not gonna happen as you say there. Even if you're just gonna do it like accident, nah. And here we go with the coinage again. The coin sounds are literally everywhere right now. I don't get bored for listening up to multiple times.
Nah, this song is really great overall.
They are doing respectably well at this point, even though Inverse is kind of behind.
Oh man, this group is such a pleasure to watch. So, like, everyone is doing really well.
Well, as I said before, SV performances are really in pick here. So it's not the same as everyone's performance like those runs before. See, as you can see here, the accuracy just goes to parallel for this one. Well, I don't know if they can screw it that much, but hopefully don't. And the breaks is from .6 and Piratom, as well as Inverse Lena, with this kind of like a tricky SV picks, and now for the stutters one.
It seems like we have still 4 full combo. Or
With
almost.
respectively high accuracy as well. But SOFT2 is kind of a little bit behind, so let's just like say for him.
And Cheetos with 99. Man.
He's recovering accuracy, like there's no one other can do that.
This is insane.
Well, .6 is actually holding a really good at the first one, and at this time he's kind of behind right now. We're same with Inverse Lena, but I think the improvement is not as substantial for them. You don't want to get into tricky SVs. Well, as well, if you don't want to get your accuracy just like picked up.
This outro is mentally really difficult. Like, you don't want to choke at the end.
Because this just like might be the end of everything. So as well, you might can get a hit at 200 or something. That's not gonna be good. Oh boy, look at their combos, literally.
Oh my god, Purple, its accuracy is insane too. The 2-digit. Oh my god. Purple, oh yeah, it's really, really good from him.
Accuracy wise, but there's only like a 2 perfect full combos with like only a little bit of a 200s from Oreos and Cheetos, but still really good overall. Well, I hope that .6 has the issues with the coins. Maybe it gives like determination to do that, but let's just stick to that. Well, I do believe that this stage is just gonna be amazing for these accuracy players, literally.
Oh man, Mangekyu.
I'm expecting for like 2-digit 300s for like one of them actually. Like Cheetos are like a 8 more 300s from the 100 count, but it's still really insane.
I would say let's go for 1 million, but it's maybe a little bit too much to ask for this.
Well, if you want to see 100, let's just go like hashtag thanks sales style for that. Well, you don't want to blame someone's name actually getting the high really one, as you don't want to blame longer names like that. There's a .6 like being happy. Is it a type? Like everyone is kind of like having an issue for this. bug. I don't know. Same as me before. I can't click ready like that, but still.
It seems like a lot of people have trouble being ready. It's a weird bug. Oh,
it's weird as well. Alright then. Someone's calling out for Juan. I don't know. I think he's still sleeping.
Let Juan sleep a little bit, Idria, please. Or is he like even sleeping actually?
I don't like. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I hope he did sleeps a little bit. Poor Juan.
Well, I really do hope that Juan doesn't watch this. This match is actually like more to insanity because of these insane players, so not like the commentary like this one.
True this.
F to Orients. Still going to wait for one more player, I guess, which is the Orients.
Who did that silence? Nice.
Well, you know, I'm actually kind of curious about the next round of map pools, so I think this is gonna be interesting as well.
SOFT2 is the copy pass.
Yeah, just basically everyone's internet connection, just like, yeah.
Definitely based the soft connection.
Still waiting for one, and let's just see if we can talk about one thing, I guess.
What is your favorite map of the pool? I don't know.
Like just basically Mephisto. Yeah.
So you're this kind of fast player?
More like the kind of dance player. So yeah.
Oh man.
How about yours though?
I would say Carnage in a pure aesthetic way, because, man, this is really insane in a technical point. Like, there are really a ton of SVs.
That's a good thing.
T-Leg did a really good job on this.
Well, I do basically doesn't hate coinage, but it's just surely just kind of like giving headaches because coin sounds.
SOFT2 is a bit of a of a peak here. Lovely.
Yeah. I mean your favorite chart just wanna get be cursed by SOFT2.
Well, speaking of it, of the map pool, Coinage is the only one I did really play. So yeah, that's a good thing I don't play in this tournament.
Oh, alright then. It's actually that good though.
I'm just waiting for Shido's to sync with the others, and it's gonna be good.
I really do have hopes for that.
Everyone doing a great job on this intro. Oh, but with the miss. That's not good.
God sakes, actually already missing like there.
And Shido's and Parolid both with really good accuracy on the beginning of this song. Holding a really strong 99.
Having a .90 is just insane. I mean, like a 99.92 on like a 1/3 or half of the maps. It's just wow.
Yeah, it's Shido's. I mean, you already did this one, so yeah. Basically now he just profit and try to improve. And I mean, even if it don't improve, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be top seed anyway. And so far it seems like everyone is doing a full combo, at the exception of Dots with the early miss.
Oh wow. Like everyone's gonna like having the accuracy is really on top right now.
Everyone doing really great so far on the long note section. This group is really Really, really strong.
I do believe they have that good ratio.
And that's it. I think Orient did a last second drop.
Well, actually, drop is kind of more like a fatal for accuracy players, so that's kind of slight.
And I do believe Shiros didn't improve his score.
More likely, he's just a little bit of right.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
he's like a tiny bit behind.
Very
That's
close
actually
to
really
his
good.
personal best. And I guess with this silver temple again.
Oh, actually, Cheetos did improve. My bad. From 200. But anyway, we are jumping into some long notes. Oh, and two players find the early miss on this burst. That's not good.
And that's kind of harsh.
You don't want to miss in this particular part.
This is just basically blue as per Alan picks, as the miss is not really good, especially on long notes.
Oh my god, Orient and Inverse both missing at the same
no.
time. And here we go for the first long note part. Surf finding a miss, two miss. Everyone else
Like
holding it
everyone's
very strong.
like dropping. Everyone's the kind of like slightly drops, but not too far. But for yeah, basically.
Still Paralit, Paratom and Cheetos doing really great job. Holding the full combo so far.
As expected.
Yeah, it's pretty much expected right now, but yeah, good players.
Well, at this situations like this, what do you expect if any one of them like are having a full combo and didn't drop at one thing?
Yeah, it's the three of them are just playing around this long note section like it's nothing. It's really great to see.
But I believe Cheetos didn't improve because I think the previous one is much better than that. Like even with the 1/100 and 6/200s, this ratio is just basically not everyone can do that. Same for Propellet, but Pilotom is actually holding the one with the perfect full combo, so that might be it. And here's Sweet Mephisto, the last one.
Oh boy! Favorite
Well, I do-
run map.
Well, I do expect to get a full combo at least. For now. Here we go. Basically, you just want to ruin that first part because it's kind of dense with the long notes, even worse.
Yeah, and same for the jacks. This intro is really, really brutal.
This is like Cheeto's strength in a nutshell. Just look at those accuracies. Well, Parallel is doing his great job as well. Piritom as well, but I think like everyone is kind of like falling a little bit behind. Same for Orius with having a miss. And look at Cheeto's and Parallel scores, like there's no one can beat that.
Oh, probably it's Piritom and Cheetos just as usual.
As your everyday player watching this kind of thing, this is just literally what is going on with them.
I mean, this is definitely a good thing for them. I mean, I expect for them to be either high seed or top seed, and that's a really good thing.
Piritom is the only one with the after Cheetos and Paris full combo, so this might not gonna be an issue after the mini jacks and the right jack, which is about to start in a matter of seconds.
Let's see how they handle the technical section. Oh man.
This is kind of a little bit harsh.
Seems like everyone is having a bad time on this, except for the top 3.
Oh, this is just harsh for everyone. Even though with their full combos on Piritom with Parallel, and yeah, that's gonna be it. And what is going on with Cheetos and Parallel as well? Even though with those ratios, looking at everyone's now, it's just like a bit of behind.
And anyway, that's all for this wonderful group who did like a wonderful match. Like we did saw a lot of cool performance from these players. And I did expect to see them upper on the future match of the SOFT. And yeah, without so much expectation, Cheetos is number 2 of the overall leaderboard. And right now we are gonna jump into some more soft boys. I know you want it. for the match, 27. Right now I got it. And for this group 27, we are gonna have some European players, as I can see. Cute. It's actually, we did have a Google Sheets for this, but it's for the staff only. And if I'm right, soon it's gonna be displayed, but not for the moment. So just keep in touch with the stream for the moment. Oh, milking, it's in 1 hour, but I don't know, I don't think it's streamed actually. I'm sorry. And it seems like we have some big names for this group, with Fia, with a long-time mania player, and a really impressive 7K player, as well as Whitey. He's a good mapper, and yeah, some other peoples. Erkpula, no. Erkupala. Who is a Finnish player, if I'm right. And basically right now we're just waiting for everyone to join, and we are gonna be back into some soft gameplay, boys, with Coin Age, which is a good SV map. But it's in 2 minutes, so you have to time to like take a little coffee or, don't know, chocolate. I know you guys love chocolate. And it seems like we are almost good to go. Since YT is actually sleeping. And there we go, in 10 seconds, it's gonna be time for some more SVs. I know you guys want it. And it's fine. And this is a good start from Mage. We're holding the S so far. Most of the players are having a little bit of trouble with the intro. Princess almost holding the S on this. And Mage is so far doing a really great job. Both Qualifiers and Alex Mendy, as well as Cyril, do have a little bit of trouble with those SVs. But I would say it's not like a big deal anyway, since they do have another chance after this one in like some minutes, when we are done with the first part of the map pool. And so far Mage is holding a really strong S. I don't know if it's a full combo, but it seems so. Or is it a really high combo? And that's it. Only one S from this first song, being from Mage and Princess, going for the A, with only one miss. But a little bit of issue on the ratio and the 200. And right now we are gonna jump on some more accurate maps with Manga Q. And Fia with the side read on Coinage, who explained a little bit of trouble he got. And let's do this. Let's see if those players are some good accuracy players. And it seems like we have some trouble. Time to push the panic button. Oh yeah, Cyril is having some trouble. Okay, there, never mind, it's fixed. Let's do this. So Monkey Q, which is the most easier map of the pool, and it's mostly an accuracy-based map. Like, it's the kind of map that you don't want to miss in, and you basically focus on your ratio. There are some tricky parts too, with little long notes. But the most of the map is like not so hard. And it seems like everyone is holding the combo right now, except for Fia and Hercule. And so far it seems like Mage is having the lead on this. Not by a lot too. Oh, and Alex Mendy who find the miss. Right at almost the end of the song. So only 2 players on the 99 away so far, been Cyril and Mage. Oh, and Fia. Fia has been actually really strong on this. But let's see how they're gonna handle the second Kai. And that's it for this second song of this match. Mage with a really strong score, as well as Cyril and Fia. Even with Fia do have 2 misses from freeze actually, it seems. But like I said earlier, it's no biggies, since the players are gonna have another round to like replay the maps and try to improve the score they made. And we jump right into the third map, Silver Temple, which is the Ellen-oriented map. Being really tricky since with the score V2 it's really a big deal to deal with long notes. Most of the time, player of the soft find these maps to be one of the most nightmare maps with coinage. And so far it seems like everyone is not having so much of a problem with the intro. Everyone is holding the S so far. Oh, and the first miss is playing only Fia, Cyril and Mage with the full combo. Oh, and here we go for the first Ki. So, what is complex about this Ki is you have a lot of long notes on one hand, and it's really tricky to release the long notes on score V2, so yeah, those parts are pretty much bad time. And Fia with a 99, as well as the full combo. Cyril and Mage just a little bit behind Fia, doing a really good job on this. And Princess who dropped the S. And that's it for the third map. And we do have some cool score with 2 FC being from Fia and Mage. Cyril find just one miss from keyboard, it seems. Always blame the keyboard. Boy. And it's gonna be time for Mephisto. Mephisto being in the density way the most hardened maps of the pool. It's really jacky and really technical. And yeah, it makes it a really hard maps considering the rest of the pool. And we'll see if the player can handle it. Oh, and after the intro, we only have 2 players on full combo being Fia and Mage. The intro being a really tricky part. And here we go with the slow jam. With the little jacks and the long notes. Can be a little bit tricky to hit. But it seems like it's not a big deal for Fia. We're still holding the full combo on this. And it seems like everyone is trying to go for the S, but it's kind of tricky. And Erkula having a little bit of trouble on this right-hand jack. And that's it for Mephisto. As the player finishing the song after this tricky technical part. And with this, we are gonna have a little 5-minute pause. And we are jumping into the second ascent of the song. So basically, players are gonna replay the songs to get better scores. And it seems like we're gonna be back really soon for more Osumania. There we go. It's time for more Coinage. Coinage, boy. Which is the SV map of the pool. A lovely one. As we saw earlier, it seems like Mage is not having so much trouble on this map. As well as Princess, who did have some more trouble on the other maps, but seems to have practiced this one. So it's cool for either him or her, I guess. Oh, and Mage is really doing well on this SV peak. Holding a really strong S on this. Oh man, the long note did kill some accuracy right here. And here we go for the last part of the song. It can be a little bit of a main block, since you have to wait for more notes, and yeah. With the tournament nerves and stuff like this, it can be hard. But man, Mage is holding really strong. And that's it for the second try of Coinage. So I'm gonna watch right now if we got some improvement. And it seems like we do. Yeah, the improvement from Mage, Serial a little bit. And I think that's it. Anyway, time for some more accuracy. Lovely accuracy maps. And here we go. Time for some more accuracy maps. Oh, and the early miss from Serial. Oh god. This is not good. But both Fia and Mage holding a really strong accuracy, as well as Alex Mendy, who is now doing not so bad on this, actually. And same for Air Kupala. But it's only the beginning of the song, and we have 2K to go through. with little long notes, lovely. And I think we got the connection from Serial. Oh, both Princess and Mage finding the miss at the exact same spot. Air Kupala, Alex Mendy and Fia doing a really great job on this Kia part. Being a little bit more technical. And so far Fia is going for a really strong score with a really strong 99. Just behind, I think it's Air Kupala. Or Mage. And here we go. Fia with a really strong score. Finding a really clean full combo, as well as Air Kupala. And I guess it's time for some more long notes with Silver Temple. And there we go. Let's see how the players are gonna do on this second try of Silver Temple. I promise, I do my best to avoid my French accent. Seems like no one dropped the intro, which is a good thing. And Air Capella, who did drop just after the intro. As well as Princess and Alex Mendy. We are soon gonna enter the first key in the tricky part of the song with the long notes on the one end alternating. And both Fia and Mage, as well as Syria, are doing a really good job on this. So far everyone is holding the S, but there is still one key to go through. Oh man, both Fia and Mage holding the full combo. Oh, and commentator curse. Sorry, Mage, who is dropping right at the end. And that's it. Oh, and Fia with a really strong full combo. Mage just a little bit behind, and Cyril with a great score. And we are gonna jump into the last map. Me and Mephisto. Let's see if players can improve scores. Oh, and the early misses from Alex Mendy. As well as Mage, Princess and Erkvera. Oh, and I think Fia is the only one with the full combo right now. The tricky slowdown part. We got some... Oh man, everyone is missing. This is not good. And Fia still holding the full combo without so much of a problem. Just behind we can see Mage holding not bad of a combo actually. And we are heading into the Jack section. Oh, and Fia would drop right at the right end Jack section. Cyril doing a really good job on this last part. And that's it for this group. With some improvement, I guess, from Fia, if I'm right. And Cyril, who did get the S. And I think we're gonna head into a little tiny pause to switch the streamers, like switch the PC. So we are going to be right back in some minutes.